Con- Constitutional Theory from Ramiro Latorre Jr. I believe that all three branches of government should be equal. They should all be equal as far as terms are concerned. They should have all equal and limited terms. Right now, there's judges that for individual opinions, there are dictatorial opinions on the bench for life. Judges are appointed for life as individual, self-centered, opinionated, dictatorial judgment on the bench for life. That's a dictatorial position. And this is the land of democracy. We shouldn't have dictatorial, self-centered individual opinions dictating the direction of this nation for life as dictatorial judges. The same for senators. You would think we're living in Rome under an emperor, and the Senate have gold reliefs eating green and purple grapes with wine, with toga wearing and slippers. You know, like the days of the Senate of Rome. You would think that these are Roman senators in the House of Washington, D.C., in the Congress building. Because they don't have limited terms. You know? They are appointed but by unlimited campaign contributions that lobbies these representatives in their jurisdictions to be reappointed over and over and over again as a dictatorial senators that represents the commonwealth of special interests with unlimited campaign contributions. And they're upholding what laws of the land are dictatorially positioned to rule over the republic. So when you can be a senator for life, absolute power is absolute corruption. The same for Congress representatives. It's no different from them as the senators. Judge Roberts said, we can allow unlimited campaign contributions. You notice that Clarence Thomas got perks out of accepting expensive incentives. The same for Alito. Justice Alito also accepted expensive gifts. When you corrupt officials, when they have to beg for money to run for re-elections, when they have to say, I need millions and millions of dollars, I need to raise like $100 million to run for re-elections, that should be outlawed, that type of policy, because it leads to corruption. It leads to corruption. The government should have, with all these social media outlets, you can have a free website on Google. It doesn't take nothing to start a free website on Google. The government should have a free website where all the politicians can debate each other for office. When they're running for office, they can debate each other, whether they be Republicans, Democrat, Green Party. They can debate each other for free. That the nation, citizens can log into that website and see who they want to vote for free. They don't have to beg for hundreds of millions of dollars because they want to run for re-elections. That leads to corruption. So it should be against the law for candidates to receive a penny, even a penny, when it comes to campaigning for office. The government should have a designated website or a free public channel that's dedicated that anybody can log in for free, any citizens. They can look up for the candidates, and the candidates can have unlimited debates or unlimited as far as them advertising what their initiatives, their policies, and why they're running for office. They can do that for free. They don't need money to run for re-elections. Hundreds of millions of dollars that corrupts these politicians, and they start to forget why they're in there and who they're supposed to represent. All they care is about all that money coming their way. So it leads to corruption. It voids out democracy when you bribe, incentivize politicians for the love of money. They start worrying about where the money's coming from instead of worrying about what the citizens put them there to govern for. They're more accountable to their big donors than the rights of democracies to represent the citizens of America. So when you could be a representative that's constantly appointed and you've been in there for life because you're in the pockets of special interests, that's a dictatorial position of corruption. But it's still, as a representative, when you can be in there for life, appointed by special interests to be dictatorial rulers, whether you be toga-wearing senators or whether you be toga-wearing Congress representatives. So I believe that all three branches should have equal and limited terms. Just like the White House, you can only run for 2 terms. If you want to run if you want to be a president, if you win, you get that first term. If you want to run for re-election, you get a second term. But that's it. No more after that. The same should be for all 3 branches. Y'all should have equal and limited terms. That is what democracy is based on. We shouldn't be dictatorially subverted by a self-serving judge with their egotism of opinions for life, suppressed by an individual wearing a black robe, stamping a gavel down with their opinions, subverting the republic for life because they're self-centered as far as their character. So judges should have equal and limited terms. House of Representatives, Senate, and Congressmen should have equal and limited terms, just like the White House has. You shall have equal and limited terms. And as far as candidates running for office, it doesn't take a penny to run for office. Now, y'all will get paid your salaries, your government salaries, if y'all get elected, but that's about it. As far as corruption of pay for play, quid pro quos, racketeering with lobbyists, all that has to be eliminated when it comes to running for public office. You have candidates begging for millions of dollars just to put commercials on public televisions and advertise that they're running for office. They have to grovel in the media like Lindsey Graham grovels for money. Send me all your money you can. I need a lot of money. Looking like if he's whoring himself out for the love of money. Wearing a toga with gold relief, with slippers, eating berries and drinking red wine, thinking that the Senate is a place of empires. This type of system leads to dictatorial imprisonment of a republic when you have this type of corrupt branches of government without no true representation of democracy. When you have senators that are dictatorial, passing the laws of the land for life, when you have Congress representatives that keep on being reelected by special interests, subverting the republic for life. You know, there's been representatives in there that have been there for 20, 30 years, some. That's not a system of true representation when you're appointed by unlimited campaign funds. That the only ones y'all care about is whoever's putting money in your pocket with the biggest check that they have to offer. And y'all get so grandioso that y'all can raise so much money that y'all think y'all making a fortune for yourselves as politicians. Charging $10,000 to do a speaking event. Or write a memoirs of yourselves. Bragging about how dictatorially long y'all serve in the Senate or in the Congress. See, America has a lot of room to grow. That's why our founding fathers created the credo that we're all created equal with unlimited rights. I will say that to the judges that are dictatorial for life, appointed on the bench with their self-centered opinions of their egotistical righteousness, of self-serving grandeur, of what they think personally. And the rest of the republic has to be subverted by just one ignorant thought of a judiciary judge when they give their opinions for life. That's not freedom. That's suppression. That is oppression to the American public. That is not giving us room to breathe as citizens. So that's why it's so important for all three branches to have equal and limited terms. As far as politicians running for office, the government can set up a public channel and also an internet address. So when people want to vote for their representatives, they can log in, and the candidates, they can insert as much material, debating materials, as they're running for office. They can submit as many materials as they want to let the public know what they stand, what are their initiatives, why they're running for office. And it doesn't cost them not a penny. They can debate each other as long as they want. They can debate each other until they run out of breath for free. The American people can log in or watch the free channel or log into the government website and watch the debates for free. But there shouldn't be a penny being asked for in order to run for office when you become a candidate running for office. Yeah, if you get elected, you get your government salary, but that's about it. So I truly believe that our founding fathers developed our system so all humans are created equal with unalienable rights. So when we look at America and we say America is the I apologize. I got flustered. When people say that America is the land of the free, think again the way the systems exist currently. Think again. Judges subverting the republic with their selfish opinions of themselves for life. That's a dictatorial judiciary system. Just like any other dictatorial nation that we accuse of being, oh, these countries they have a dictatorial leader that's appointed for life. Well, we have our own corruption of dictatorial systems in our three branches, And I'm just pointing them out to y'all. When you have a judiciary system that's oppressive with self-serving judges grandizing themselves on the bench for life, that's a dictatorial opinion. When you have senators wearing togas, thinking that they're a privileged class, with unlimited campaign contributions for life, these senators, toga-wearing senators, are dictatorial emperors of the republic for life. The same for Congress representatives. When you are appointed by special interests and you have been there for 20 or 30 years, and you're in the pockets of these interests for re-elections, pay for play, quid pro quos, and y'all forget what y'all started for when y'all ran in the first place. Y'all get complacent for the love of money. That is a dictatorial branch. When y'all all wear togas, walking around like y'all in the Emperor of Rome, and all roads lead to y'all. But all y'all can care about is give me campaign funds. I'm running for re-election. I need to raise 20 million, 100 million. Well, that is corruption to the fullest extent. At the end of the day, democracy is free. It's free. You get that. The freedom to live, the freedom to be represented equal, with unlimited equal rights for all human beings. If America is an empire, let it be free. Let it be democratic. Because without democracy, a republic cannot stand. Without freedom, you cannot have a republic.